Hi, this is Lada from astrolada.com here with Trifun Nikolov, astrologer who uses sidereal and Babylonian and Vedic techniques to look at the month ahead. The new moon, basically most of December and a few days out of January 2019. Hi, Trifun.
Hello everyone, I'm here back again for a monthly prediction this time. There will be another for the next year a couple of days later. But now we will have to talk about December and until the first day of January. This is the moon cycle that has begun with the appearance of the first light of the moon before 2 days. Which is the way the ancients used to predict with astrology by the condition of the moon of the appearance for the first time after the conjunction with the sun. So now, what happened this time? The moon appeared in Sagittarius constellation, and it was in conjunction with Saturn. But it was very interesting that this time Saturn was disappearing. So we are now in a period of disappearance of Saturn, and the moon with this position in this situation is not speaking very good because after all it's a conjunction of Saturn, and when Saturn is becoming weaker because when he is disappearing in the sky he is becoming weaker. This is even more difficult position because every planet, when it's weaker in every way, is becoming more, we can say, evil somehow.
Malefic. Yeah.
Yes, malefic planet. So this is a bad planet becoming even worse. So because of this, we can say that this month will show great difficulties for all the people that are connected with Saturn somehow. Especially, we can talk about black people, people who are having darker skin.
Oh, like okay, maybe
People,
like African American people, darker
yeah,
skin.
yes. For example, the people in Africa, every kind of people that are some kind of uh, like workers on the lower stages in their professions. So every kind of people that are in the lower situations in the society.
It's
So it
called
will
like
be
the
difficult
working
for them.
classes, the
Yes,
hoi
but
polloi.
we can say the working classes, but we can say also the poor people,
Mm-hmm.
the neglected people, the sick. Many kinds of people are shown by Saturn, and we will see how there will be some kinds of difficulties with them, like for example, what is happening now in France every day. There are
What is happening?
rebellions on the streets.
They're
Uh,
protesting. People are protesting.
yes, angry people.
Why?
People are feeling that they are somehow used
Mm-hmm.
by the powerful people of the day, and this weakness of Saturn is making them feel this really strong. So of course there will be, uh, generally speaking, the society will not stay very peaceful these days. So in the next, I can say around a month and around 10 days, Saturn will stay invisible, and this brings about lack of security in general, and lack of justice. Why? Saturn is the planet that is responsible for justice, according to the ancients. It is much connected with this, at least. There is also another planet that is connected with this, so that's why I'm talking like this. Whatever, still, it shows any kind of stability because it rules our limitations of every kind. And when we know our limitations and we are within those limitations, we are feeling secure. But when there is no Saturn, there are no borders. And this can mean that the enemy is free to enter the house, for example, somehow. So in general, this disappearance of Saturn means that the fears are growing stronger and general insecurity in every human being. So even in the last few days, everyone personally can see how there was some moment that he was feeling sad, for example, because of some reason.
Hmm. I've been reading on my Facebook pages. The astrolabe and people like out of nowhere I'm crying and
Yeah, so whatever, it is not only this, luckily, because there are also other planets in motion. They are making their steps, and one of those is that Mercury has become visible planet. So Mercury is balancing somehow the lack of Saturn, because otherwise it would have been much, much, much worse. But now Mercury is visible for around 20 days, which is making people who are connected with Mercury much stronger and successful. For example, astrologers, lawyers, every people who is connected somehow using words or writing, like journalists and writers in general, also about traders. And it is true also for a lot of workers, especially those that are
administrative.
connected with mechanics somehow.
Yeah, and people that work with administrative tasks, with businessy kind of anything like.
Yes, also connect those that are connected with engineering, with medicine too.
Mhm,
Mercury is connected with these fields because he's ruling also the sign of Virgo.
mhm.
So also it's a good time to some degree for travel. We don't have Saturn. And something else is about to happen, which is pretty good. Happy event in the sky, which is really balancing the disappearance of Saturn.
Mhm.
So only for the next couple of days we have uh, so situation like Saturn visible, Mercury visible, but on the 15th, a planet that is long time invisible is about to return in the sky, and this is the big benefic. This is Jupiter. So Jupiter will return on the 15th. This is considered one of the happiest times in general. For example, in on a clay tablets coming from ancient Mesopotamia, there is a text that is saying, when Jupiter is rising, every child that is born in that moment, those days, will live long and will be wealthy.
Yes.
So if you are, listen carefully, if you are to have a child soon,
In juice.
and you can choose the day, for example, with cesarean sequence, this will be a good choice. 15th of December. So when Jupiter is rising, it means that also compassion and kindness are returning, and also the power of good karma in general. Jupiter is signifying good karma. So around those days, in the entire world, there will be a lot of joy and happiness because when Jupiter will appear, it will bring very good events for everyone,
And
depending on what house is ruling in their charts.
yes, and that's on the around Saturday, but a week before and a week after. It's its effect, isn't it?
Yes, yes. Of course, many people they are already even feeling this because
Mhm.
Jupiter, when it is about to rise, he's starting to act already.
Mm. And especially people that are ruled by Jupiter, Sagittarius, Pisces, people they will start becoming stronger and be able to manifest and appear as well, materially manifest.
Yes, every kind of people that are connected with Jupiter, this will be a good time for them. Of course, these are lucky, many times wealthy people, people who are connected with knowledge somehow, people who are connected with spirituality. So we can say also that knowledge and spirituality are also becoming more powerful those days. So it's a very complex month ahead. We can say also about the disappearing of Saturn that some of the bad people are disappearing from the world right now.
The John, President Bush that passed away, the ex-president.
Oh, I cannot say what kind of person he is. I don't know. But so this was about a week or 10 days ago, right? Saturn is disappearing now. So we cannot be sure about this. But of course, we can think such things only in our minds, not being sure about this. But many other people, we can watch the news. For example, last time when Saturn was becoming invisible, uh, general that has committed war crimes on the Balkans, he was sentenced and he killed himself
Oh, wow.
the last time when that happened.
Yeah.
So this disappearance of Saturn is definitely making the life of the bad people difficult. So there are also other positions that are happening, and I think that they mean, so I cannot list everything, of course. So I think that they mean that people in high positions in political life, people in power, I think that some of them will have great difficulties and even they will be thrown at prison. So we will watch the next month for such events. Big political scandals coming. Yes, this can be also people that are connected with the law somehow. In the next days, between 14 and 16 December, Mercury will stand in such a place in the sky that is much connected with spirituality and healing. So this is coinciding with the appearance of Jupiter. So we will have Mercury in a very special spiritual and healing place, and we will have the greatest power of Jupiter at the same time. So we can use really we can use 14, 15 of December to make something important. For example, for spiritual practice, to end a bad habit, or to begin a new venture, especially if it is connected with work, with knowledge somehow. It is good for signing contracts and for beginning a healing process, both on physical and spiritual level. It's a really, really special time about this. It will be really difficult to find such time even in another year. So, because of this, those days will be very special days about every kind of intellectuals and spiritual persons, but also for every one of us, because the planets they have universal meaning and influence. And I can say that the spiritual and healing energies will be very strong in the middle of the month for the entire world. Just it's not good to use any kind of medicines that can be seen as poisons on the 16th. So we can change our minds, we can transform. Every kind of change on spiritual level is possible. The same is on the 17th. It seems that I will list a lot of good days for the for the month, because on 17th we have those healing energies again energized, and after that on 18th and 19th of December we have very good positions of the moon. The moon will be in trine. This is a very harmonious aspect with the sun. It will be in aspect with Venus. It is an opposition, but the ancients they say that every aspect of Venus is good. Also, the moon will be in trine with Saturn. There will be a sextile aspect with Mars. In general, only good aspects. And the moon is in excellent condition. It's in a fiery sign in Aries, according to ancient astrologers. So we can use these days for start of something new, and in general, it will be a good day.
Good. That's when I'm launching the transit calculator.
For everyone. So we can see, for example, where the moon is transiting in that moment in our horoscopes, and we will find that there are good 2 days about the things signified by this house. After that, on the 19th, again, a very special position. On the 19th, Venus is making a conjunction with powerful and lucky star. That is called Gemma, the main star of the constellation Northern Crown, Corona Borealis in Latin. So this star is known to give spiritual resources, love, harmony, and is connected with art on every level. So the planet of art and love is coinciding with this star of love and art. And this definitely will make very interesting events in the life of many special people, but it is really good about every kind of work connected with art on that day. And it is very lucky position about love too. So really strong position of Venus. We can consider to start something new even in love if we have the opportunity. After that, on 20th and 21st, I think there are good positions about healing practices and starting new work, new job, or new beginning on practical level in general, of almost every kind. I think if it is started on that day, there is a really high probability that it will be successful, including on financial level.
Good. I like hearing one after another good days. Usually it's the opposite.
So after that, on 21st, one of a kind conjunction between Jupiter, Mercury, and the most powerful star in Scorpio, the heart of Scorpio, called Antares. So Mercury,
Yes.
Jupiter,
Good
and
for my
Antares,
fingers.
they are aligning in one place. It's a very powerful conjunction. And again, it has so many significance and meanings. It will be difficult to list them, but for every kind of people that are connected with Mercury and Jupiter, for example, if their horoscopes are ruled by those planets or they are practicing professions connected with them, and all kinds of intelligent people, this will be an excellent time. They will receive excellent news and they will have achievements. And it is a very good time to try to change the way of thinking, to start to learn new things. This is a golden or made of diamonds day about this.
To what? To try and.
To transform our way of thinking or to start something new, especially about learning.
22nd.
Yes.
Good. I'm launching my app then.
There is a very good probability that some powerful people in the highest political circles will have very good ideas about society and to make something good in general starting on that day. In general, Jupiter and Antares is a powerful combination. This can bring some new people becoming more powerful in general in the political life. On the 24th, Mars is moving in the next constellation. According to ancient astrology, it is entering Pisces. So this will change the situation for many people, especially those who are connected with Mars. This is better for them because Mars is entering a sign of Jupiter, making them, again, something good, more successful and happy in general. On the other hand, Mars entering Pisces will bring more troubles about society and inequality in general. There will be, again, some more conflicts in society in general, especially this will bring the topic about medicines, about hospitals, about healthcare to the eyes of the public. And this will be for December and January. And then again on 26th, I think I never have been so positive. So on the 20 on the 26th,
Yes.
So on the 26th, the moon will be in Leo constellation, in trine with the sun, again with excellent aspects. So on the 26th, there will be good time for the entire world in general. And all of us will have good time around that moment, depending where Leo is staying in our charts, astrological charts. So starting something creative or a relationship in that moment is very good. Especially because on the next day, on the 27th, Venus is again touching another star of art, love, and spirituality. So 26th and 27th are very good for many reasons. And right after that, on the 30th, it is better not to start something new, especially on the 30th. The sun will be badly aspected by some difficult stars. So the nature of those stars are that they can bring kind of destruction. So don't start something there. And let's comment something about the time of the celebrations of the New Year. The last 2 days of the year again will be blessed by the conjunction of the Moon with Venus. The Moon and Venus, they will be in good aspects with the Sun, which is crucial, and they will be in the 11th house from the Sun. And this will bring happiness about every group experience. For example, celebrations of the New Year. So we can expect really good time about New Year. Something else that is interesting is that on the next day or early in the morning, on the 1st of January, we will have also the exact conjunction of the Sun and Saturn. So this is something else. I even noticed that in the Americas, yes, probably in the North America especially, the beginning of the new year is coinciding with the conjunction of the Sun and Saturn. So, from one side, this will be good for every kind of people connected with Saturn, but not so good for those connected with the Sun. So, some people connected with the Sun in Western type of astrology, they are usually Virgos. They maybe will not have so good celebration, for example. And in general, especially this conjunction can be somehow worrying about the celebrations in the US and Canada. But in general, for the entire world, including also US and Canada, the conjunction of the Moon and Venus around that time also will soften every difficult influence, and it will bring a lot of luck and happy celebration in general. On 1st of January, Mercury will be with one star that is known to give sometimes poisoning. So it's really good to be careful what to drink when
Got very
celebrating.
deep, really, after
Be
that.
really careful. Be really careful. There will be more people of problems with problems about drinking and even using medicines and every kind of things that can be seen as poisons, including probably drugs.
Hmm.
After that, the moon is becoming really waning, losing light. And so we will see how we are very exhausted and tired around 5th of January. So between 5th and 8th, it's good to rest more and not to start important new projects. So if you have to start something new for the new year, because many people wish to do this, so I think it is better for everyone to wait for 10th, 11th of January to start this.
Mhm.
About healing and spiritual practices, 3rd of January will be very strong too. And let's say that on the 5th of January, when the moon is starting to disappear, there are happening different kind of cycles and different kind of horoscopes that are connected with countries and with the entire world that are showing that those days will be difficult. So between 5th and 8th, and especially around 5th, 7th, I think there will be troubles in the world, like big accidents, like violence, including danger of mass shootings or attacks. So this is the nature of this day. To some degree, we have similar danger on 16 and 17 of December, but not so much as on the 5th of January and 7th. Also, I will say some words about the coming opposition of Saturn to the natal Jupiter of USA. So this probably will bring understanding and knowing of things hidden and unknown with the powerful people of the country. Also possibility of financial and tax problems, and so maybe some instability on the markets in those days. Also on 5th of January, there are such positions that I think they really can affect somehow, especially US, with the dangers that I said, but also it will bring problems with the allies of the country, of US, especially those probably in the Arabian world. Again, financial, maybe rumors and problems connected and aroused by news and rumors. Apart from this, I can say that there is one position that will bring more spirituality and spiritual awakening in general for US, according to the chart. It is already so for this year, and it will become stronger next year. For now, I think that this is the information that I can give for now. For
Thank
the
you.
moment.
That's so positive, most of it. It's I'm so glad to have such good news for people, and hopefully they can use that information to the best advantage to in the coming few days. That there's so many good alignments to manifest good things in their lives.
Yes, definitely. And we will talk about the events for the entire next year
in a few
on
days.
16 or 17. We'll see
Yes.
after a couple of days.
Well, thank you so much, Trifon, and have a great day.
Thank
And
you.
anyone who would like a reading with Trifon, you can find the links for his profile, contact him below there. And has a reading according to the rules of ancient Babylonian and Vedic sidereal astrology. Thank you so much and have a great festive season, guys. You see, it's going to be a good one. So,
The
yeah,
same.
bye bye.
Bye.